That's not Anas, is it?
And who's this?
Yeah, Anas, I'll be very honest with you because we've never spoken before. My name's Jack. I guess, can I run through in 30 seconds why I've chosen to call you? And if it's not relevant, we can leave it there. Is that fair?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, we haven't spoken before. I'm calling you out of the blue. I guess, could I just run through in 30 seconds quickly why I've chosen to call you?
Sure, go ahead.
Amazing. So I'm typically welcomed in by professionals in the healthcare environment, and they're working with patients and support services. If they're honest, they might be struggling with one of the following problems. So they're fed up of manually typing up patients' notes, which leads to large amounts of time wasted. There's a lack of insight and information into the referral intake process, leaving you and others in the dark. Or finally, you're using outdated systems that aren't talking to each other, which lead to a lack of communication. I have a
hmm
feeling this is the part where you tell me none of that exists and everything's perfect.
To be honest, nothing is perfect in healthcare, especially in this country. But what we have set up at the place I work at Cartai, it's working. I wouldn't say it's working great, but it's working. And so, as far as manually typing in notes, our physicians use the Dragon, and so they dictate those notes. As far as referrals, we use Salesforce, and so Salesforce is very user friendly, and we're able to track that. And then, as far as what was your third one?
So just
The
lots of different
HL7
systems.
messaging.
Yeah, so like fax machines, outdated systems, things not talking to each other.
Yeah, our systems talk to each other. Thankfully, sometimes there's glitches in that, but we're pretty set up with that as well. And what was your name?
My name's Jack. My name's Jack.
Okay,
Okay.
Jack.
You you said working, but not working great.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some. We have four different EMRs, electronic medical records, here at
Mm.
the facility because we have different service lines, and so some of them don't talk to each other, and that's um, and one of them's for our surgery center, and that's just kind of how it's been set up, and it's not really a hindrance at all because those folks that have access to the EMR at the surgery center, they have access to our other EMRs as well. So they kind of look back and forth.
Okay. And you said some of them don't talk to each other. Could you give me an example? What does that look like? Sorry.
Yeah, like we have Onco EMR, which is a Flatiron product. It doesn't talk to HST, which is our surgery center electronic medical record.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So you said it's
Yeah.
it's it's not working great, but it's not a hindrance. So it sounds like it's not
Yes.
slowing things down. It's not wasting time.
Not to my knowledge, no. And
Not
I don't work directly with the surgery center, so I'm not 100% sure.
No, that's fine. I thought I'd just be brave and obviously see how much knowledge or what you might be able to shine
Yeah,
on
I
the
appreciate I
situation.
appreciate you calling.
Yeah. What what
Yeah.
did what did you mean when you said hindrance? Then what did you mean by that? So it's not a massive hindrance.
Hindrance. Yeah, it's not like a huge issue. We have folks that look through these things and audit these things, and we catch these things before they're issues, is what I'm trying to say.
Ah, right. Okay. So no, when you talk to the team, none of them sound stressed out. There's not like a backlog of patients.
Oh, everybody's stressed out in healthcare. If you're not stressed out in healthcare, you're not doing it right.
You're in the wrong profession. Okay. Stick
Exactly.
stick with me on that one. When you say everyone's stressed out, what does that look like?
Well, we work at a cancer center, and so we build relationships with our patients over time, and sometimes things don't go the right way, and so that can stress, especially our nursing team out and our secretaries out because they're working to get these folks in and hoping for a good outcome, and sometimes it doesn't happen. So that's just one aspect, and we're also extremely busy, unfortunately, but fortunately, and so that adds an additional stress, and not really anything to do with our systems. It's just how our healthcare system is set up and getting people into appointments and worried about prior authorizations for imaging and chemos and all those things.
Yeah, obviously it's a very sensitive issue, so it sounds like it can be difficult at times.
Yeah,
Okay. And
for
then
sure.
can I ask a bit of a tricky question?
Sure.
I guess if you had to rate the patient intake system and the procedures out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, oh my God, this is awful, and 10 being, it's actually pretty good. What would that look like for you?
I would say probably an 8 because there's always room for improvement. We utilize, like I said, Salesforce. We receive referrals from primary care physicians and such. From there, we input that into Salesforce, and we have a team that inputs it into our source of truth, G4 Unlimited. And from there, that crosses over to our EMRs, and we schedule the patients, and we go from there. So patients have the capability of filling out paperwork online or filling out paperwork that we send to them in the mail, and they bring it in, and their journey starts from there.
Interesting. 8's pretty good. How come you didn't say 10?
Yeah. There's always room for improvement.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's sometimes, like right now, we're started a new process where in the past the referring provider was not receiving communication in a timely fashion, especially for our urology service line, as far as when we've received a referral.
There we go.
And so we started a process with that where we send a text message to the patient letting them know, hey, we have received your referral. We will be in contact with you in a couple of days to get you scheduled. And that same message goes to the referring provider via fax.
Okay.
And we have a business intelligence team that sets up a lot of this stuff for us.
Mm-hmm. And I guess if you had to paint this and it looked like a 10, what would that look like?
It would look like every single thing that we do in one system. And I don't know if that's possible.
Okay. And if I said it was possible, what would you tell a British stranger on the other end of the phone?
I would say that you don't understand the complexity of cartide.
No, I might not, and I don't want to agree with you. Okay. Well, I guess there's loads in this. Thank you for being so honest. Obviously, I don't know
Yeah,
enough
of course.
about you at this point, but I guess based on some of the things you've said.
And who do you work with?
So I work for a company called Titan Intake. Does that ring any bells?
No.
No. I thought it might not. We've been around a couple of years. We're a software company. We use AI to help kind of reduce wasted visits and optimize those problems that we were talking about. I guess at this
Gotcha.
point, obviously, I don't know enough about you. I don't know if it would be a fit for you, but I guess if we could help get that 8 to a 10, is there any reason why we couldn't sit down at some point next week, run through what we do, and see if we could help optimize some of those systems for you?
To be honest, right now, we're kind of in a situation where, yeah, I'm sure you've heard of the Change Healthcare issue, the hack. And so we're a little bit behind on our revenue stream. And so right now we're not really looking to add any vendors just due to the cost out of pocket. And I'm sure there's associated costs with your service because you're calling me with some sales tactics. So to be honest, I would be open to looking at the system and seeing what it's about, but not next week, probably sometime in June.
Sometime in June. Okay.
Yeah.
June is very.
If you want to shoot me an email, shoot me an email if if you guys have a brochure or whatever, what you guys offer, your links, and then I can review that and then coincide with you via email and figure out what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. June's very specific. What makes you say June?
Just right now, I'm working through budgets and I'm really busy. I was out part of last week and the week before, and so I just don't have time to do it right now. There's other priorities, and I'm just a straight shooter, so I'm gonna tell you how it is.
I love it. No, I love it. Straight down the line. Okay. Well, I guess that there's a couple of different ways we could take this. If you were me right now, what would you want me to go away and do? What's the best? Obviously, I don't know if we can help you. Some of the things you've said, I think we might be able to help, but I don't want to promise anything. Obviously, with it being a piece of AI, it'd be great to show you how we do that. But obviously, I don't want to waste your time if it doesn't feel like it's relevant.
Yeah, like I said, just email me some information about it, and then I'll respond and kind of pick a day in June, a tentative date that we can kind of do a brief demo.
Okay, brilliant. Let me just confirm your email for you. What's that for me?
Is he going to book? I'm about to see a guy book. I think I am.
Amazing. Right, I've got that down. When would be best to put something in tentatively for you, and we can talk over email?
Just go ahead and send me an email so I can look through my calendar and I'll respond that way.
Okay, that's absolutely fair. Can I ask one last weird question before I let you go?
Sure.
If I send you over an email and I don't hear back from you, what would you like me to do next?
Just email me again. Double email.
Okay, I'll double it. And if I don't hear back from you, I'll assume that you've looked at it and you thought, actually, this British clown can go away.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially. Okay. Right, I'll send something over. If I double email you and I don't hear back from you in a couple of weeks, are you happy for me to call you again, or would you rather me not chase you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, brilliant.
That's not a problem.
Can I ask one last weird question? I know I pushed my luck, but I've got one last really weird one.
Go ahead. It's your last one though.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances that you think I'll ever hear from you again?
I'm interested to see the product just because I like to expand my knowledge. So I would say 7.
7. Okay, I like those odds. It's been lovely speaking to you today, and I'll email you straight away.
All right. Have a great one.
Take care, my man. Bye bye.